21 humanoid robots ran a half marathon in Beijing alongside 12,000 human runners. One robot, Tien Ultra, crossed the finish line in 2 hours 40 minutes, but others fell, crashed, or wandered off course. China is using such public events to showcase dominance in robotics. The US is kind of absent from these real-world demos. Robots join the race. On April 20th, 2025, Beijing witnessed something straight out of Alita, Battle Angel. 21 humanoid robots competed in a half marathon alongside over 12,000 human runners. Also called the 2025 Beijing E-Town Half Marathon and Humanoid Robot Half Marathon. This event is the first official race of its kind where machines and humans ran, well, sort of ran, on the same stage. While some robots successfully completed the 13.1-mile course, others struggled, tripping, colliding with handlers and taking them down. Also, in one absolutely funny moment, a robot just sat down and refused to move. It seemed like it got tired, like us. It was just a lighthearted and groundbreaking event that went viral online. Meet the bots, N2, G1, and the star Tien Ultra. The robot lineup included N2 by Humanoid Robotics, a small but sturdy 3-foot robot weighing 40-plus pounds. G1 by Unitary Robotics, taller and more powerful at 4 feet and nearly 80 pounds. A yet unnamed bot with a woman's face that could be a mix between machine and mannequin. And of course, Tien Ultra, built by the Beijing Humanoid Robot Innovation Center, who would go on to win the day. Each robot had a dedicated human handler, sometimes jogging beside them, sometimes picking them up off the pavement. It felt like a robot babysitter, but with truly good intentions. Robot chaos, crashes, confusion, and comedy. Though designed with cutting-edge AI and robotics, the marathon made one thing clear. Running is hard, even for robots. And I think we all agree on that one. According to footage captured by Reuters, one robot face-planted right at the start line. Another went totally off course, crashed into a metal railing, and took its poor handler down with it. This made the news worldwide, with some people condemning the action as dangerous. But we all know mistakes happen, and this was nothing short of a mishap. Also, a robot named Huan became the event's unexpected fun moment. It wandered off in the wrong direction before sitting down on the ground and refusing to get back up. Yes, I feel so represented in the race. This robot felt like the true representation of when a person realizes they have free will. Why suffer through a race when you can sit down and enjoy the concrete?
Tired of your coffee going cold? The Ember mug keeps your drink perfectly hot, so the last sip is as good as the first. The perfect upgrade for you, or a great gift for our loved ones. Click the link in the comments section to buy now.
Anyways, these funny misadventures went viral within hours. Of course, why wouldn't they? Tien Ultra, the robot that could. So the real triumph came from Tien Ultra, who completed the half marathon in 2 hours and 40 minutes, finishing ahead of many human participants. This wasn't just a novelty, by the way. It showed the real progress humanoid robots have made in terms of balance, endurance, and terrain navigation. Organizers offered awards in 3 categories: race completion, best endurance, most popular robot. Tien Ultra easily claimed the spotlight in all 3. Why this event matters. At first glance, a robot race might seem like a public stunt, and yes, it was entertaining, but for China, it's a signal of serious ambition in the AI and robotics space. Li Quan, deputy head of the Beijing Economic Technological Development Area, emphasized that this wasn't just for show. We hope this event will deepen public understanding of robot capabilities and accelerate industry development, he said. China's investment in humanoid robots goes beyond marathons. BMW and Mercedes-Benz have partnered with Chinese robot companies to test bots in factories. During the 2025 Spring Festival Gala, 16 AI-powered robots danced in sync with human performers in front of millions. This marathon wasn't just a race, it seemed like a demonstration of national tech strength. What people are saying. As clips of the robot crashes and the finish line moment spread across social media, reactions poured in. I saw the footage and those handlers were sprinting to catch robots that decided to yeet themselves off course. The fact they had to tape a head back on mid-race is just chef's kiss. This is peak robot comedy. I love that the humans had to use duct tape to reattach a robot's head mid-race. The image of robots on leashes with exhausted human handlers sprinting alongside them is hilarious. A person supported the robots by saying, 90% of us wouldn't even make it out of bed or couch. And honestly, I totally agree. So overall, the mood seemed a mix of amusement, admiration, and cautious optimism. The rise of endurance AI, why long-distance challenges matter. What makes this humanoid half marathon more than just a quirky headline is what it reveals about a new frontier: endurance AI. Until now, most robotics demos have been about short bursts of performance. These could be robots dancing, jumping, flipping, or moving a few feet in a lab, like all of the videos circulating online. But distance running, especially over 13.1 miles, introduces a whole new layer of complexity. Battery optimization over hours, not minutes. Dynamic terrain navigation beyond flat factory floors. Balance under fatigue, which even top-tier robots struggle with. Thermal regulation, something rarely tested in lab environments. In essence, a half marathon is a torture test for mobility AI, and it's one that Tien Ultra passed with flying colors.
What if your water bottle glowed to help you reach your hydration goals? The Lark bottle does. Its smart sensor tracks your intake and glows to remind you when it's time to drink. Plus, it purifies your water on the go. Prioritize your health with the perfect gift for you and your loved ones. Click the link in the comment section to never forget to hydrate again.
This suggests that China isn't just building robots for demos, they're preparing them for deployment in unpredictable environments, whether it's logistics, search and rescue, or even future lunar or Martian expeditions. And yes, they are also trying to get to Mars and the Moon with robots. We are just so focused on Elon Musk only. And hey, if a robot can run for 2 hours straight in a public setting, it's not hard to imagine it patrolling city streets. It wouldn't be a problem to deliver packages across town or explore disaster zones. The future isn't about flashy tricks. It's about endurance, and China just proved their bots have it. Of course, at first it's hard, but who knows? In 2 or 3 years, these robots might outrace us. Why I loved and feared this race. Watching a robot stumble, fall, and get back up, or not, feels like watching humanity play with the future in real time. Yes, it's funny when a bot sits down and quits, but behind that moment is an enormous amount of work in AI mobility, mechanics, and endurance computing. And while China is putting robots through real-world trials, much of the Western robotics race remains behind closed doors. Tesla's Optimus has yet to participate in a live event like this. And I would love to watch a live match between Tien Ultra and Tesla Optimus, but US startups are still largely focused on demos and lab settings. This race might look like a publicity stunt, but I see it as a warning shot. China's robots are learning by doing and in public. China versus the world, who's really ahead? With companies like Unitree and Fourier Intelligence pushing humanoid tech into real-world scenarios, China is now years ahead of the US in public integration. The US still leads in foundational AI, but in terms of putting robots into practice, the East is sprinting forward. Elon Musk famously claimed humanoid robots will outnumber humans by 2040. If that's true, China is making sure they're the first across the finish line. A run into tomorrow. The 2025 Beijing Humanoid Half Marathon was absurd, hilarious, inspiring, and above all, important. It showed us a version of the future that isn't polished yet, but it's coming fast. Some robots fell, one sat down, one made the headlines. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more info on AI robots and new technology.